Hey everyone, Chris with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal in Southeast Florida. Just wanted to make a little bit of an update video about kind of what's going on. First of all, we are now married. If you have seen Tanya on my videos before, she is the property manager who helps me here and there on jobs, and she actually is leaving her job in the next couple of days, and she will be working with me. It's not the primary reason why she left her job. It actually is more family related, and she would just like to pursue her own thing. She's been doing property management for a better half of like 10 years now, and she's been on a W-2 since basically high school. So she would like to do her own thing, kind of explore her options in that sense. And she's basically going to be using clutter reduction as a stepping stone to help her figure out what she wants to do. And in the meantime, she'll help me out with my marketing and my networking, and she'll be helping me out on jobs from time to time. Not every single job. I can still go out and do a lot of this stuff myself, but she will be there more often than not. So I'm looking forward to it. I think she's, for the most part, looking forward to it, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good turnout of what's kind of going on. But the game plan is to kind of use the rest of this year as a flex period to kind of find new systems to use that are going to help our jobs, make it a little bit easier, better marketing plans. We're going to try to work with more specific types of people in certain industries. And then we are also going to be looking into getting at least a part-time employee by spring, maybe summer, and hopefully eventually a full-time employee probably by the end of the year. We'll see how fast we can make things move, but that's kind of the game plan. So we have some ideas already of what we're gonna kind of be pushing for. I have talked about it from time to time again, but I think it's great to just revisit the basics from time to time, especially when you have a major change in the business. And for me, that's having somebody come on full time. Even if it's my own wife, it's still a big change for me. It's a lack of control I'm giving away now. Even if she's my partner, you know, it's still an anxious situation for myself. So needless to say, I am still excited, but it is a change. So that's just something that we're going to be kind of pushing for soon. October is basically going to be a figure it out kind of month because of the change, and we have family issues going on, and we're just going to kind of focus on cleaning things up, organizing stuff, getting things in motion. We're going to be going to Sonoma County in the third week of October for the Junk Expo. So we're looking forward to seeing Matt and JoJo and kind of meet some of the other junk removal people out there, try to learn from tidbits of information from them, and just overall just talk about junk. And I'm looking forward to doing that and getting away from Florida for a couple of days. And you know, when we get back, it's going to be go 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 and trying to just powerhouse through everything. So that's just kind of what's been going on. Business for September wasn't the best, but you know, we did pick up with a repeat client that had us do quite a few jobs for a storage unit, so that really helped out. And you know, it's just been kind of it's not great that it was slow, but it also did help with the planning of the wedding like the week prior to. And you know, overall things were okay, so let's just put it that way. But we do have our goals for each month going forward, and they are going to be about double of what we do now. So we're definitely going to be pushing heavily into marketing and figuring out exactly what's going to be the best route for us. When I talk about the basics, I'm referring to like going back what has always worked for me marketing wise and system wise. I don't have a lot of systems like CRMs and anything crazy like that. I do things pretty old school. I Excel sheets for my data entry for customer information, job breakdowns, you know. You know, I do my thank you cards. I do social media marketing like Facebook and Nextdoor. I don't do any paid ads though. I do business to business marketing. I do my ghost routes in combination to yard signs. And that's kind of all we do. The only thing I do now that I didn't do when I first started is actually networking. And that's not something that just constantly pulls in money by any means, but we've done enough work for group members that I can pay for networking for the next 5 years and still have profit left over. In addition, we've met a lot of great people that have put us in better standing when it comes to our personal lives and business lives, and that alone has been very worthwhile. So we'll continue to do networking. We're actually gonna try to expand, not necessarily in the amount of groups that we're in, but really try to be more consistent with the groups that we are already in and focus on the people that we already have a connection with. And when we deplete that, then we will move on and try to grow into the amount of connections that we see on a semi-regular basis. So that's the game plan with that. As far as the YouTubes go, I've always just kind of done this for fun. It's never really been meant to make money. You know, I do try to follow some of the trends of, you know, what is expected of us, even though it's free information. I've never claimed to be an expert by any means. I think some people think I make more money than I do, or that I have more going on than I do just because I do the videos. I just do them because when I was looking for stuff, I came across Matt and Jojo and from Sonoma Strong, and I found it to be entertaining and informative, you know. And I've never been a very like heavy camera kind of person. I've definitely have grown over the years with doing this in terms of how like talkative I am. I get comments from older videos where people are like, you talk a lot, can you talk less and do more action? And I'm like, no, because I used to be like that and I didn't like it. And this is for me. If you don't like it, go watch another channel, I don't care. And I've found that it's helped me a lot, not only in just in YouTube, but getting better with talking, but also it's carried over a lot into my personal life. And a perfect example of that is actually my wedding. I made a speech. I was just gonna say thank you to everyone, thank you for coming. I ended up giving a multiple minute speech, and I was just going off the dome of my head like I do for my videos. None of my videos are scripted. I might have a topic I want to talk about, but I'm not doing key points and stuff like that, which is probably why it's very all over the place, like this video is. But I made a speech and I was just, something came in my head and I talked about it. And I gotta be honest, I gotta thank YouTube for that, because it's exactly what I do here. Once I know there's a topic, I can just kind of pull up, you know, different details and carry on with it. So that was pretty interesting just to kind of see. And what else? Yeah, with YouTube going forward, I think my game plan is actually going to be a little bit more of treating it for SEO purposes. So it's something that I kind of wish I had done in the very beginning, just really focus on SEO and then make a separate channel where I talk more about like the day in the life. Only because if you look up our business on Google, like someone local, YouTube does pop up as thumbnails, and that's great for SEO, but not all of my videos are like customer related, you know. Like we have videos where we're complaining about a job, or we're complaining about the industry, or we're complaining about, you know, income, or we're talking about how much money we're charging. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's everyone does it in every industry. Don't tell me you don't work in customer service and you don't complain to your friends and family about something that happened at work. You know, and we don't try to say anything too vulgar or too inappropriate by any means, but I don't think it's the most ideal thing to have out there. So we actually are probably gonna start pushing more for just doing time-lapse videos and like just like, you know, small challenges getting done, or bigger pieces that are a little tricky, and just doing more music related stuff. And then on the chamber member side, because that involves a little bit more time to put into videos, we'll do more like how to do this, how to do that, or hey, this worked for us, or this is a common strategy for junk removal, but this is how we put our twist on it and this is how it's benefited us. So there's probably going to be more for that side, and general YouTube is just going to be time lapses, but it's intended that we can put those on the website, we can share those to social media, you know, and not have to worry about, you know, a negative Nancy out there saying, I don't like the way you talked about how you charge this much money for a job, and then you did this and you did that. And it's like, that's how the jobs get done. You know, we're not bullshitting anything, we're not hiding anything. But you know, to each their own. So if you start to see a change in the videos, that's why. If you don't care, that's fine. If you do care, we'll still be here. And Tanya will be in a lot of the videos as well. But that's just kind of where we're heading to. We're gonna try to, we're just gonna try to do other things. So that's the updates. Hope everybody had a good September though, and your October is starting off well. And if you have any major changes coming up this year, comment it down below. If you also got married recently or are getting married soon, comment it down below. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.